Good morning, guys. So today's going to be an exciting day. We are meeting Wayne. Wayne is a blueprint artist. He does it by hand. It's fantastic. What we're going to do is go in with him. He's going to take all the measurements for the house, and he's going to take and go home with the measurements and build up the blueprints, not only of what it currently is, but what we want it to be. So this would be a great time for you guys to hang back, because you'll be able to kind of hear what my plans are with this project and what my plans are with the house. I think a lot of you are going to be really excited with the way we're going to reorganize the upstairs a little bit and how we're going to make the kitchen larger. So yeah, you guys hang tight, and then we'll talk about what's next with the process after we talk to Wayne. I do want to take note while we're, in the car, and I could be listening to a podcast or an audio book, but if why not catch up? Why not talk about what's happened so far and recap on the project so far? As you guys know, we bought the house in October, and we were originally going to buy in September, but we set it back a month to allow the previous owners to get whatever they wanted out of the house before we took possession. But we also did that because we wanted to take and look at the material costs, because materials were really expensive. And as things continue, we're not seeing those prices get material go down, which a little nerve-wracking, because that means that the cost of doing the entire project is going to go up substantially. Now with that, we also know that if that's the case, then the cost of the houses are going to go up. Inflation's going to go up as a whole on that. So something worth thinking about for you guys out there who've been thinking about buying a house. The houses are only going to get more expensive because the cost of the property, or the cost of building the property, is going to be more expensive. The other side of that, if you own a house now, in a year, if that's the case, then cost of living is going to go up, price of houses are going to rise. You guys only stand to make more money at that if you sell out of the fact. But the market is much like the stock market. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell what the market's going to do in the future. I can just look at key indicators that are happening right now and make as much of an educated guess as you guys can. So there's my 2 cents for the day. But that being said, now that we got the house is 90% cleaned out now. We still have the god-awful basement I gotta touch, and the attic needs to be finished up as well. That's a good 2-day, nice long weekend project. Maybe I'll figure out how I can talk somebody in to come help me do the dirty work. I may have to come into a monetary bribe, who knows. So with that, we have most of it cleaned out. We have the bedroom with the worst water damage completely empty. It's ready to go. We have supports in there to continue to make sure that the house stays upright as we continue to pull more material out of it. I did notice as we took all of the plaster and all the sheetrock and everything out of the bedroom, though we were removing weight from the ceiling and weight from the walls, we did remove rigidity as well. So when I went up into the attic, I could actually feel the attic floor bounce, and that's not good. That's why we put the braces in there. Now that we're to this point, I'm going to continue to remove the siding out of the living room. The living room is 90% done. I just got to remove those slats, clean up the insulation, get all that out of there. We're good with the living room. The kitchen needs the rest of that wall where the stove originally sat cleaned out. And we need to remove the ceiling, finish up with the slat work, and get all that done. And then after that, we're going to move into that enclosed porch on the side that will eventually be part of the kitchen, and we need to demo out that bathroom in the kitchen. That way we get all the mold out. Once we get the mold out of that place, I'll feel a lot better. There's still a lot of mold in those sections. And then from there, we're going to continue demoing. The entire thing will be studs out demo. You'll be able to see through all the walls, through all the house, until we start building it back up again. But we're doing new HVAC, we're doing new electrical, we're doing new windows, insulation, the whole thing. So really, the original structure is going to be the same. The upstairs is going to be mostly the same. We're going to relocate a bathroom and a closet. And we're going to add a closet, which would be really cool. And then the downstairs will be mostly the same, with the exception that we're going to try and blow out the wall from the kitchen to the enclosed porch to open up the kitchen a little bit, give it a little more. And then we're going to cut that half bath in half and then build a laundry room in that area as well. So with us making a studs out rebuild, we had the opportunity to take and make those changes to make the flow better, bring it up to standard of today, open things up a little bit to give you a little more light. Things you can't do if you're not doing a studs out rebuild. So, all right, guys. Well, we're going to get over here to Walnut Project and talk to Wayne. I think Justin, my brother's going to be there, so that'll be cool. He's going to walk through and see what's new since the first time he walked through. So, good stuff. All right, guys, let's get to work. All right, so what we're doing is we're going to take this and make this a living room. Mm-hmm. Since we have the pocket doors here, we're going to make that a dining room that you can close off. We're going to keep the pocket doors. We're going to keep this door. As far as the window placements, mm-hmm. the windows are going to stay where they're at.
Okay.
I do have a very interesting idea here, but that's like a pipe dream, so we're going to, I'll tell you about that later, yeah.
All right.
I want to take this, if this isn't load bearing, I don't think that it is.
I think that was at least or turned the sideways.
Right, so what I'd like to do is wherever this cabinetry ends, because this is going to be a pantry here,
mm-hmm.
I'd like to open this up all the way to the ceiling just to give this a full out open view.
Mm-hmm.
And I would love to take and open this up all the way and all the way as well, but I don't think that I'm going to be able to do that and make it look right.
Load bearing too.
Right. But if I could take this door and maybe make it a little bigger,
yeah,
a little wider, just to give it that grandeur, because that way you can come in from the front door. You have this beautiful stairwell.
I think we're going to restore this.
We're going to restore that. We're going to restore the pocket doors.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can have this beautiful entrance into the kitchen as big as this can be without going too crazy. So this will be the kitchen. Pantry here. You have the stairs into the basement here. There's going to be, the sink is going to be here. We're going to have the refrigerator here. Now,
refrigerator facing like this or facing like this?
Facing like that,
okay.
Correct. Now here's where things get fun. What I'd like to do is from this post here, because this is a 4x4,
mm-hmm.
all the way over, I'd like to blow this wall out so that we can open the kitchen up into the other room here.
Mm-hmm.
and put the island here with the stove in it. And even if I have to put pillars up to support the roof there.
That would look I think that would look nice if you did like a decorative
Right.
pillar, maybe kind of mimic some of that from the stairway.
And that way it takes and still supports up that way because this is the original exterior wall, so this is a wood bearing.
Yeah.
So if we could do that to support that, and then there is a step here, so we'll just put the countertop out like a bar. And this will be completely open from basically there to the other side, that closet there. And then we'll open this all up. And then the room behind, which is right now a sauna room, special stuff. What I'd like to do is figure out how to turn that into like a, hey, Sandy's here.
Honey, I'm home.
Turn that into either like a Florida room or like an office or something like that.
Okay. All right, you're gonna laundry room in the basement.
What I want to do with the laundry room is I want to put a door here. And in this bathroom, because it's only a half bath,
Oh, okay. I thought that was a closet.
I remember that one.
take and do this halfway, like make a wall so it's a smaller one, because this is the rest of that push out into that room, and then blow this out so that this is all one big laundry room here.
Is it open to the private room or like behind bifold doors? Or
Behind bifold doors going that way.
from that side, okay.
Right, so it'll come in from the eat-in kitchen.
So that would just be a solid wall then.
It'll be a solid wall here, which is fine because we'll get rid of all that mold crap. Now, here's my pipe dream.
Okay.
All right. Because you have the stairs here. And then on the other side of this wall is the living room.
Yeah.
And then there used to be another stairwell that went up like this into the second bedroom upstairs. What I think would be awesome and really neat is if we were to take and blow this wall here out and blow that wall there out. And open it up so you can see through to the living room.
And just have like the stairs coming up.
Even better.
Yeah.
Instead of having the counter end here, make it L shape and put like a false cabinet door here. And then put the countertop, put a seam in the countertop here, and put it on big old roller sliders. And when you open this, you can catch a latch here and push the countertop out into the living room so that you have the full access down, but then you have that much more counter space. And then you have a bar going into the kitchen as well to really open up this whole space.
Well, he has an idea for that too.
Yeah. All right. So this is going to stay open like this. And then in here, with this bedroom, so behind this wall is an identical closet into the master. So what I want to do is take and, because we're going to build a completely different closet in there, we're just going to make this one big closet for this room. And if we can bump it out about 6 inches to a foot, so we have a normal closet.
2 foot, at least 2 foot,
Right.
1 inch deep closet.
So we'll have the full closet in here. That'll be perfect, and that
You
gives
still got
plenty of room, right? Let's go into the master. You'll love the master, and then I'll tell you what I want to do with all the other crazy stuff.
We may have to get you to write all this down. My brain's 74 years old. It can only hold so much stuff at one time.
So this is the other closet
Other
there.
side closet.
So we're going to take and switch this and make it that way. Okay? Now, according to Alex and his partner, because all this is the way it is with the wood damage here, what we need to do is build a secondary wall right butt up against it to support the joists and everything.
Rot or fire?
Rot. It's 10 years worth of open. If the tarp wasn't there, you'd have skylights in there.
See skylight.
Yeah. So we need to put another wall here. Now, when this house, when we bought it, there was a big old closet that was right about here that went out into the room, and it went this way. But when I was demoing, it was built into the room, so you still have plaster and everything around it, so I had to take it out anyways. So with that, and with us having to build that wall, if we were to only build that wall, it would bump it out just a little bit. So what I decided is, let's take this window out, we'll put the closet here, that way it hides that secondary wall and brings it out like this and leaves the rest of the room open.
Alright, so this wall's staying put.
Right.
Bumping that way for, that'd be the closet for that room.
Correct.
So then what, come out about here?
That'll come out right about here and go over to the edge corner of that window, which is open. That's why it's so
There to
open.
here?
Say what?
This one or that one?
From here over, that window is going away.
Oh, okay. So basically closet's running all the way.
Correct.
Okay.
That makes sense to you, Mama?
Yeah, it does.
And then the closet will be here. You'll open the door. It'll give you a little bit of walkway into the room, and that way it'll hide the fact that we have to
Had to do
build
a
that
big
additional
wall.
structure.
Yeah.
I think that'll look really good.
So that's going to, this is the master bedroom?
This will be the
room?
master, yeah.
Not very big master.
Well, I mean, it was built in the 1800s.
That whole house.
All right. Here's where things get fun.
Bless you.
So this room, this closet was built in. This wasn't original,
Yeah.
which is why it comes into this room like this. Okay. And the way we're looking at everything else, this is the attic staircase here.
That's over top stairs.
Right.
Kitchen.
What I would like to do is pull this out and in a hallway put a pull down stairs. That way we can blow this entire thing out. Okay? And then we're going to blow out this wall here, and we're going to take and put a wall across here like this to make this room square. We're going to close up this side of this door, and this section here is going to be the closet for this bedroom.
Place of the bath.
For where the bathroom is, correct.
Okay.
And then I want to take and build a wall here after we've blown all this out and build the bathroom between the master and this room.
So it would just be one bathroom up here?
It'd be one bathroom. Now, if it's, keep in mind that the chimney's here,
Yeah.
so we can't move that. But if we could work that out, and even if we can work it out, maybe put a pocket door into the master just to add a master entrance, that'd be cool. I'm not fixed on that, but I think adding the bathroom here would make this room square and add a closet that actually makes sense for this room as well.
Okay. Okie dokie.
So,
All right, for just, did you want like, try to get, did you want a tub or just like a 5x3
we want to put a tub
shower,
up here.
double sinks and try to jazz up
We
the
want-
bathroom a little bit?
We definitely want to put a tub up here.
Okay.
We're gonna have the half bath downstairs. I want a tub up here. And if it works, awesome. If not, it doesn't. But that's what my vision. Because if we can take and put this wall right to the window here, that gives you about 5 feet from there to the
Yeah.
other side of that. The only contention would be working with this. And if we took this and if we made this exposed brick, one that'd take an extra 2-3 inches off of the room, added out a nice element there as well, if it's possible. I'm just the dreamer, you're the one to make it work.
No pressure.
All right. So, and the rafters go this way, so I figure if we put the stairs in over here to go into the attic, that'd probably be the best idea.
Have right in between the rafters.
Right.
We don't have a whole lot of.
So,
structure to do it.
Cool. So that's what I'm thinking, and so I'll let you get to work on
Okie dokie.
doing that.
Since I'm up here, I'm on your deal.
Might as well start. All right, guys. So let's get to work. Now, do you do a rough draft while you're here and then fine tune it, or do you just freehand it here and you're done?
I'll do all the measurements and write it all in, then I'll take it home and sit down at my drafting table and
Cool.
draw it up to scale. And hopefully, when you look at it, it'll be what you were thinking about, or I don't run into anything that's a problem.
Right.
Okay, so now closet's 15 inches deep. So if we bring it out, when we bring it just a foot, that would
It sounds like it'd be
that would
perfect.
make the inside of the closet a little 2 feet deep. Or you want to make it a little deeper.
No, 2 feet's fine. 2 feet will get a hanging clothes in there.
And we're taking it all the way down. So you're forgetting what you told me already.
Now, is
Or
this
just-
including both of the closets, or is this just the one right here?
This is just this one.
Okay, because we're gonna add that other one to it as well.
Okay, well, I'll have to figure it. I think that would be a straight wall straight across like that from the one that's already there.
Right.
So this bump out for that bedroom. Have any idea how deep that is? I'll measure it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But okay, well, I'll work my way around the stairway until I get there.
Okay.
Nice of you to leave me something to work on.
You're very welcome.
I don't know if Alex told you, I do all my drawing by hand.
I know.
I can see in 1/4 inch scale, just like I can vision what you're trying to do.
Uh-huh.
But if I had to sit down and put it on a CAD program, you'd be dead and buried before it would get the thing drawn up. So,
And you know what? For this project, I think it's very fitting that we have hand drawn instead of CAD because, I mean, the house.
1900 didn't
Yeah.
know what a computer was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How we got, Wayne?
I'm getting there.
Yeah. One line at a time?
Working on the working on the bathroom.
Very cool.
I'm in the master bedroom.
Oh boy.
The doors without coming in 3 feet. That should just about line up with that. And just come out. So we have another like 2 foot, 1 or 2 inch deep closet, sort of like that. So, but
Well, so this closet's gonna be connected to this one. It's gonna be into this room.
oh, so this closet goes all the way across.
Right.
Oh, gotcha. That wall should
So
line
we're
up
gonna-
all the way across.
Right, we're
This
gonna
is-
remove this wall. We're gonna remove this wall. Just open that all up.
Show me that again.
This wall that separates the closets.
All right, take that out. Take this out.
This side here.
Yeah, so that becomes that closet all the way across.
Yep.
Now, what are we gonna? No, there's a window here, but it's gonna go away.
That window's gonna go away. There's a window here.
Yeah, I'll measure. There's a window over here. Okay, now what are we gonna do with this?
And we're going to make the closet basically up close to that window and across.
Okay.
Probably give it a 2 foot deep closet right across.
Plus or minus, okay. And it's gonna come all the way across to just allow room for the door to swing in.
Pretty much, yeah.
So that would be about to there. Or do you want like bifold doors or like this is the wide 2'6", you know, basically like that, or since you've got
They'll
such
probably
a
be-
wide space?
Yeah, probably dual billfold.
Double bifold,
Double
like
bifold, yeah.
double fold, like 4
Yeah.
2020. Okay, so what's where you've got this piece of wall framed?
So that's just support right now. That's
Oh,
gonna be
okay.
removed.
That's why I said this is small master bedroom. I thought that was going to
okay.
be permanent. No.
Yeah, no.
So now it's going to be like square, 15.5
Right.
by 15.5.
Right.
Now it makes sense. I measure where the placement of those 2 windows is, and I'm done up here.
Perfect. Yeah. That the reason why we did that was because of all the craziness in that room for the joists and everything.
Okay.
So
Measure these 2 windows, and I'll be ready.
how long have you been drawing blueprints?
Ever since I can remember. Now, even as a kid, I was fascinated by new houses. I'd see them, just walk through them and see how they're framed, and basically I just picked it up from doing. I started out
That's awesome.
drawing some screen porches or a sun porch or a bathroom addition, whatever. And then I started, when I retired from the treasurer's office in 2004, I worked part-time for Jess Manning. He was a contractor. And then when he went out of business, he was associated with Custom Tiling Solutions over by House of Hair. So then I worked for him for a year and a half, designing kitchens and bathrooms and tile and all that stuff. And somewhere along in there is when I met Alex and started drawing house plans and stuff for him. So I've been doing that since like 2007 or 8, I guess.
And he keeps you busy.
Yeah. As busy as I want to be.
Right. Well, I know this house was renovated once before in the early 70s.
Yes, because the upstairs carpet's identical to what we put in our house when we built it in 1972. Everything then was avocado green, burnt orange, and harvest gold.
Yep.
God, how did we ever think that was good looking? Okay, let's go over the plans for the kitchen again. I just know to put windows and a back door
Right. So,
in there, so we want an island.
so the island's going to probably sit right here in the middle.
Yeah.
That way you can walk all the way around it. And it'll have the stove in here.
See, I can tell you roughly, about 3 foot on that side. And that's 33, 36, so that ends about there. 6, about 7 feet long.
That's a good size island. And it'll, the cabinet and the island will perch on that, and then because this is a step down, we'll have a hangover and chairs down there.
Yeah, so we do 2 foot standard width here, and then maybe a 1 foot hangover.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then you have 3 feet by 7 feet. That's
You could almost play beer pong on that.
yeah. Okay, and so then we want a double bowl sink, dishwasher under the window, and the refrigerator
It's going to be right there in the
in the
corner.
corner.
And then
Then here,
it's going to be pantry space.
so we're leaving the exposed brick on the chimney, right?
We're going to go right around the exposed bricks.
So it's gonna come out. Something like that.
Yep. So we'll have a shallow one and a deep one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you can kind of maybe like off center the doors so you can get shelves there and then deeper shelves alongside the chimney.
Okay.
Well, you've got quite a project here.
We do indeed.
I want a tour when it's done.
Oh, we're gonna have a big old open house. We're gonna invite all the people from the community that's been participating. What I want to do, and Ashley Furniture, I'm looking at you because we're gonna be reaching out soon. Because when we get this thing all done, I want to stage it for like an open house party and just completely showcase everybody's work that's been through here. So yeah, it's gonna be really exciting to get this thing done for sure.
Do you have a time frame or?
End of July, beginning of August is what our goal is, so that we can still sell it during the summer months before people go back to school. So it's a project, but we're
It'll be a
trucking along.
showpiece when it's done.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yes. I mean, it's such a difference. That all restored, and then the kitchen being, especially if we can get that countertop disappearing and the pass-through looks, all the stuff,
Yeah.
modern and old
It's gonna be a
contrasting with
really
each
cool
other.
concept,
Yeah.
especially with the wraparound porch, the farmhouse look, and then yeah, it's gonna be exciting. So, well,
Okay.
thank you very much, Wayne.
You're welcome. I'll be in touch.
All right.
Sit there and start. I'm getting so I can only draw about 2 hours at a time before my neck starts complaining.
Well, when you don't have a drafting table.
Yeah. So, but at least I can crank the drafting table up, and I have the whole basement rec room to myself.
There you go. I like it. All right, guys. So that wraps us up today here. That actually wraps us up for the week. So I will see you next week, and we'll keep on trucking here. The next goal is to get the permits done after we get the blueprints, and then get the roof done. So we got to get that roof done.
Yes.
Keep talking about it. Got to get it done. All right, guys. Get to work.